Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome to ForneverWorld. We finally get Bleach Chapter 433. My bitch soy phone is back. Get hype, baby.
No, you shut up today. Today is my day. It is all about Cone.
My Yuri, that sick bastard. I bet I know what that dude is up to. Cone told me that Bleach 523 was the best chapter of the day. He told me it beats out Naruto and One Piece's chapters. I don't know. I mean, it's Cone, so I guess we gotta go with what he says. I guess Bleach had the best chapter this week of the big three.
Okay, so I wasn't going to address or respond to this because I've already had similar instances of a same scenario coming at me throughout the last couple years. However, because my character is being brought into question regarding how I approach, I guess, certain fandoms and certain anime and manga, I figured, you know what? Tomorrow makes like the 11th anniversary of my very first Bleach review. So, hey, let's talk about my feelings towards Bleach and some of the things that has happened over the years. Now, following the Bleach manga ending in 2016, a lot of fans, including myself, were left thinking like, oh damn, it's over. Historically speaking, when a manga ends, usually that means it's over. There's not going to be an anime. Like nowadays it's a little bit different. It's the exact opposite where like, hey, Demon Slayer's manga ended and the anime is thriving and everything like that. But back in the days, it wasn't like that. It was usually like you need an ongoing manga for an anime to be attached to it. There was some rare cases where it wasn't, but for the most part, that was a staple. They cross-promoted and all that jazz. So when the Bleach manga ended back in August of 2016, I was like, okay, it's completely over. And in fact, at that particular time, for the people that were around, in case you wasn't, Bleach wasn't really all that loved like it is now, like how people feel nostalgic for it now and are praising it now. Back then, Bleach really didn't have the love and passion that you would say to bring it back. In fact, it was a lot of similar to like the hate that Fairy Tail gets. That was kind of a similar instance of what was happening with Bleach. So my mind was, yeah, on a mainstream level, the Bleach series was dead. It wasn't going to happen. There wasn't going to be a return for the anime. It just felt like its time had come. I mean, at the end of the Naruto series, there was a lot of backlash, and I felt similar in regard to, hey, you know, Naruto was getting a lot of hate towards the end. There was a lot of people that didn't like the ending of Naruto around that time. So it was kind of like once it's reached its climax in the manga, it's probably over and it's probably dead for the series moving forward. And I gotta say one of the things, in case you haven't seen it, because again, I've already addressed this on multiple occasions, but I want to do it for the one time. So from now on, whether it be 3 months from now, 6 months from now, when a Bleach article or Bleach trailer comes out and I talk about it and the same group of people want to come out with the same accusations of ForneverWorld hates Bleach, you can refer them to this video and say, hey, he already addressed that, okay? So I just want to throw that out there as well, because despite the fact that while some things and some of the accusations that I'm going to address here in a second are out of context and whatnot, I do gotta admit that there was a lot of times where I was a bit of an asshole. I was a bit of a dick towards the Bleach fandom. I was definitely unfair in the way I was acting, because despite the fact that a lot of it was my own, I guess, disappointment and already just wanting to move on, because I had been reviewing Bleach and talking about Bleach since 2011, for the most part, I shouldn't have acted that way, considering the fact that despite all of it, I am, was, and will be a Bleach fan. I've been reviewing the series since 2011. I had the entire anime board. I had the entire manga board. Figures, hats, merchandise, you name it, I bought it. And I buy things when I'm a fan of them. So despite the fact that whether I was being an asshole or not, it never changed the fact that I was a fan of Bleach. Like that just is what it is. You cannot change, you know, the truth. The truth is the truth, and the truth is that I've always been a fan of Bleach. In comparison to some of the other ones back in the day, its contemporaries, Naruto, One Piece, etc., etc., yeah, Bleach wasn't my favorite amongst the three, but I still rocked with it. And also, I want to address the whole thing of ForneverWorld hated Bleach, but the second the anime came back, he jumped back on board. Well, let's dissect that for a second. First of all, again, I already showcased, no, I didn't hate Bleach. A lot of it was jokes. A lot of it was just me being a dick over on Twitter. So, and again, these are all from like anywhere from 4 to 6 years ago of stuff that I said or whatever. But either way, moving that aside, when did I stop talking about Bleach is the question I want to know. Because like, according to these accusations, between 2017 and 2019, I was absolutely ruthless about Bleach. But the second the announcement came, oh, here I am on the bandwagon. I have a video right here you'll see on the screen in 2019 of me bigging up and defending Bleach. I want to say this is early 2019 as well, maybe like January or something. Me saying you can't erase Bleach from history because at that particular point people were saying, no, the big three was Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Naruto. It was never Bleach. And in this video, I'm saying, no, it was Bleach. And this is 2019, early 2019. The Bleach anime return announcement didn't happen for another like year and a half or something. So where is it that I stopped talking about Bleach throughout the entirety of this whole thing? It's kind of crazy looking at that. You know, my first Bleach manga review was so many years ago, like 11 years ago now, right? And I'm like, oh wow, you know, a decade plus. To be honest with you, as far as people that are still going, still making content on YouTube, I have the oldest Bleach reviews. Like basically I did it before everybody else, not trying to brag or anything like that. I'm just keeping it real. I was basically one of the first people to do Bleach reviews, and I am the first person to do Bleach reviews that is still doing content to this day when it comes to the manga. So once again, I gotta ask, how can the originator be a bandwagoner because you don't like my opinions or my criticisms, or even if I was a dick about things? That doesn't change the facts. The facts are the facts. The truth is the truth. And also, where is it that you cannot have criticisms or favoritisms towards anime and manga? For Christ's sake, it's a hobby. This is not real life. But also, it's like, so I can't be disappointed. I'm not allowed to essentially be like, no, I lost hope in a series. No, it's dead. Maybe, again, like I said before, I'll say it one more time, I absolutely should have not been the way I was towards Bleach fans. But I've since apologized multiple times. So, like, even when this came now, my first reaction was, oh, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear this no more because I've already addressed this and apologized multiple times. In fact, looking at this person's video right now, I was looking at some of the sources of where they're getting their info from, and I'm like, wait a minute, I know this account right here. Like, oh, so this is where you're getting your info. Well, what type of person is this that you're getting your info from with all the context and whatnot? There, look, and it's an individual that I had another encounter where they tried to do the same exact thing that's being done right now about a year and some change ago. And I was just baffled, like, wait a minute, because we had a Twitter exchange where I actually exposed, I hate using that word, but I exposed this person because prior to any of this, I had hit up the person, this is again like somewhere early 2019, apologizing for the way I was towards the Bleach series, which is kind of bonkers. Like, yo, you was mean about the anime, but I apologize anyway because I know we take this shit personal. I love my favorite series and whatnot. So I went up through and I was like, yo, I was a bit of a dick. My bad. And the person had told me, hey, yo, it's all good. I've been forgave you for that. Don't even worry about it. Water under the bridge. Only to come out and say I was lying when I said I forgave ForneverWorld for his past transgressions. Like, no, I never forgave him. I was just trying to get close to him to see what I could find out. Like, really weirdo, creepo shit. So when all of this came back up again, and then I'm noticing like, oh, this is another one of this person's sources for the context and everything. Oh, this is what's happening again. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, that's going to be my response already. It's like, if I already addressed this multiple times throughout the years, in fact, every time there's a Bleach announcement and I talk about Bleach, people like, yo, but 6 years ago, yes, get the fuck out of here already. To those people that want to continuously attack my character over tweets from half a decade ago. Also, I want to point out throughout all of that stuff of, you know, the negative things that I was saying throughout those years, there was plenty of times where I was talking about how much I enjoyed Bleach. For example, alone, back in December 6, 2018, I tweeted out, I fucking love the Bleach live action. September 14, 2018, gotta be up in 4 hours, and instead of sleeping, my ass is watching Bleach. Shaking my head. This is the best parts of Bleach too, though. Basically, like, yeah, I was up all night having a blast rewatching some Bleach. January 7, 2019, at this point, I'm really wanting the Bleach anime to come back just on the strength alone. The fandom been loyal, dedicated, and deserve it. Hopefully this year. June 21st, 2019, it's wild how I'm noticing history is being rewritten right before our very own eyes regarding Bleach. The new kids from the My Hero Academia era are looking at Bleach like it's some peon or some shit, and somehow Dragon Ball was in the big three. Just no, basically pointing out that, yo, Bleach was that dude, and it still is. So I say all that to say this. For the people that have been hurt by my tweets and my posts from years ago. My bad. I apologize for that. This is the last time I'm going to apologize because I've said this multiple times, but I'm sorry. I'm legitimately sorry to those people. However, for the people that want to continue to use tweets from half a decade ago to somehow discredit me as a content creator, just in general as somebody that loves anime and manga and is very passionate about it, this is your issue. At this point, this is an internal issue because, yeah, things change. Like, I was a little edgy shithead from 2017 to 2019. I've changed. I've grown. You should do the same. Stop holding on to the past. That's all I have for this one. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. Peace in.